The barbarian. Well, let me show you what true power looks like. I will give you an update on my build, showing how overpowered the barbarian is this season. Not sure if he was like this other seasons, but this season, the barbarian slaps. He is the character that you wanna play while you hear Slipknot in the background. Let's get into. So here I am at level 63 doing a level 101 dungeon. And as you can see right there, it didn't go that well, did it? And I could do damage, but what is the use of damage if I'm not gonna survive? Then I have to pay attention to every single projectile and anything that happens around me because I'll just die because they're so high level. So what does it matter if I could kill them if I can't survive? But you'll see the progress through the video, how I get better and better and I fix these issues. Then I never die ever again. Let's get into it.
Not ready yet. Must wait. Dead.
All right, starting off, my life right now, as you can see right there, is 39,900. That's because of the potions, and they're about to run out right now. So I'm gonna do you a solid, and if you made it this far in the video, I'm gonna show you the build I have right now so far after all this footage. So there, my potions finish, and my life is actually 27,725. See right there where it says life. So, how did I do this build so far? Because I'm not even done yet. I'll be done when I'm level 100, and I'm level 83. So, it's very simple. It's a very simple build. In my helmet, I'm using Iron Blood. And the helmet is nothing special. I just tempered life and thorns. Nothing special. It just got extra strength. Nothing special at all. In my chest, I have Undying. And what the good thing about the chest is that it has 2+2 in defensive skills. Besides that, nothing special, just life and thorns. In my gloves, I have Death Wish, which increases thorns while berserking, and I'll always be berserking. So it's really good. The gloves are actually quite nice. They have a attack speed of 8%, and we're trying to get as much as attack speed as we possibly can. I tempered it, and it came out a max roll to damage to close enemies, which is really good. Thorns are just there because I have no other temper recipes, and I throw thorns in there because it helps. So wherever you see thorns, I just didn't have anything else. In my leggings, I have runic. Actually, what am I talking about? In my leggings, I have might. Basic skills grant 20% damage reduction because we don't want to concentrate only on damage. We need to survive. So we have might, and the good thing about the legs is that we have +2 to bash. I wish I could find it +3 to bash. Bash is our whole build, and then I put some armor on it so we could reach the armor cap. Over here in the boots, I have Hectic. The boots are actually quite nice. They give me strength, life, and armor. The trio. And then I just threw anything that came out because there's nothing too special about the tempers for boots. So evasion reduction is just what came out, and thorns. Then the jewelry is really what's making the build, in my opinion, because all my jewelry has attack speed. In combination with my gloves, that's 8% attack speed. And then my necklace gives me 9% attack speed. And that's pretty much what the necklace does. Then it came out damage to close enemies and armor. So damage to close enemies is what I like the best because you're a barbarian, you're a melee attacker, and I put Iron Warrior, Iron Warrior in my necklace because, and in my helmet I put Iron Blood. And the reason we have these damage reductions that have iron in them is for iron skin, because in our skills, our iron skin skill is basically our, if things get bad, just press that button and we're good. So in my other ring, in one of my rings, I have plus 13 attack speed. As you can see, my ring is not 925, but the attack speed is so good, bro. So good. Now the tempering came out horrible because it's damage to distance enemies. Like, who the hell cares? Damage to distant enemies. Now enemies do get thorn damage if they attack me from afar, but close damage would have been it. So if I do find this ring with attack speed again, I'll try to get close damage and make it better. So the build could be 100 times better. The next ring has, as you can see, I found another ring with 13.5 attack speed as well. And this one came out damage to close enemies, which is really good. This one I have Inner Calm, which increases my damage times 3 if I stand still for 3 seconds. And in this one I have Ripping, Berserk Ripping, which Berserks inflicts 28% base damage dealt bleeding, and we make a lot of bleeding because we have a lot of thorns, and it's just really good. Now into the weapons we go. The weapons I put what makes the build is the bash. Just so you know, what makes the build is tempering the weapons, all the weapons, with bash, cleaves, and this one came out 180. Then just extra damage on top of that. Now, getting that temper is essential for the build to be as OP as it is. Then, since we use overpower damage and we use vulnerable damage, so I just take whatever comes out the highest. If overpower comes out highest, then I'll take that. If vulnerable comes out higher, then I'll take that. In this, I have the aspect of Rip It, which basic skill gain attack speed. In this one, my one-hander, I have Accelerating, which with Bash, of course, 100%, and damage to close enemies. So that came out really good. And this one, I have Overpower damage and Vulnerable damage. So this is a nice weapon. Even though it's not 925, the stats can't be beat, bro. So we have Accelerating in this one, Critical Strike with Core increases your attack speed. Now I should probably change this because I do not use core anymore. I don't use core skills anymore. So I this one I have to make better. So I'm not even using anything right now because that's not working for me. I used to use Hoda, but now I just use Iron Skin because Iron Skin is like Blood Mist for the Necromancer. It's just a I need to be saved button. So in this one, I have Edge Master. Skills deal 20% increased damage based in your available resource when cast. And then over here, I have Cleaves 92. And then I have Strength, Close Enemies. This one came out Cleave 92 and Close Enemies 70. So that's really good. Now, the Edge Master aspect, I could probably put something better on this one too. These two, I could probably do better with the legendary effects and increase my damage. As you can see, this is the only weapon I started masterworking so far. None of my gear started masterworking. So I'm only at what 50% of my power probably. I could get so much stronger by the end. Now let's see. In here I have Moonrise aspect. Damaging an enemy with a basic skill grants attack speed. I use basic skill all the time. That's the bash. This one works. And this one over here, basic skill gain attack speed. These work. These two work. And the whole build, if you know, the whole build is based on attack speed. More attack speed, more DPS. So the weapon has overpower damage like crazy, and it has bash cleaves damage. It came out a high roll, so I'm good with that. The only thing that would have, the only thing that would have made this weapon perfect God roll would have been if that it got messed up with damage to distant enemies. If it would have been damage to close enemies, it would have been a God roll. Though life on hit could have been maximum life. That would have been even more amazing. So, imperfect weapon could do better, but a beast of a weapon. Go to skills. When we go to skills, our whole build is based on just pressing bash. That's it. So we press bash, and core weapon mastery will overpower. Critically striking 4 times with bash. So we don't care because we do use overpower with our Paragon board. Triggers overpower. So over here I basically took nothing. And then over here I have Rallying Cry and our save us in any situation button, Iron Skin. And then we went to tactical Iron Skin. And over here we went to strategic Rallying Cry. We maxed out imposing presence, martial vigor, 1 point in outburst, 1 point in tough as nails, just to make that thorns and bleeding damage, challenging shout, and then we took one more, which is enhanced challenging shout, and that's it. Over here we have War Cry, and War Cry is really good for us. Warcry grants Berserking for 4 seconds. And then we went to Power Warcry. Oh, and we took 3 in Aggressive Resistance, because resistancing is important. Pit Fighter, 3. No Mercy, 3. Slaying Strike, 3. Steel Grasp. This really helps us to make enemies vulnerable, and it also triggers overpowering. It just works so good. And we took it to Fighter Steel Grasp. We took 1 point here to open the path for 3 points in defensive stance and 3 points in counter offensive. Over here we have 3 in heavy-handed, 3 in wallop, and 3 in concussion. And then we finally at the end took on unconstrained. And that's pretty much how the build goes. So in the Paragon board, if we start from the beginning, we basically don't take damage, because what we really need is survivability. It's so important for us to survive, because the damage, we have so much damage. We don't care about taking damage really. And if you do take damage, we take it in the glyphs. In the glyphs I have right here. Rage. Okay, where does it say when an enemy is damaged by you, they become vulnerable, and that's it. I constantly make vulnerable, and it increases my vulnerable damage. So I just make everything vulnerable, and I do more damage to it, and then I overpower as well. Then we went over here and we took Blood Rage for more berserking and more damage. And then we took berserking duration because we want berserking to last as much as possible. We basically berserk all the time. Anything we do and everything, we're always berserking. This is really good. Then we didn't take the socket over here. I'm contemplating if I'm gonna take it or not. And then I just made my way straight up to the next tree where I took tenacity because life and armor. I had all the power in the world to kill everything, but everything would kill me very easily, but not anymore. Now I just increase my life, increase my armor with tenacity. Then I made it over here and I put more damage. This one is the overpower. While wielding a mace, which I do, you deal 20% increase overpower damage. For every strength purchase, you deal more increased damage while wielding a mace. That's in general. So as long as I have a mace, I have 23 damage, and I'm probably gonna increase that soon. I made it over here for more damage reduction. Then I quickly made my way. So I'm just running through these Paragon boards. Take what I need, go to the next. Take what I need, go to the next. In this one, I went straight up for restorative. And restorative is just life, and it has life nodes. The thing is, I have to get more willpower to activate it proper. I went straight up for decimator, which each time you make a vulnerable enemy vulnerable, damage is increased for 5 seconds. Overpowering a vulnerable enemy grants additional. So I am overpower and vulnerable build. I constantly overpower and constantly make vulnerable, so the power is off the chart. Then in the glyph, I have dominance. So this is where the overpower comes from. So in the bottom, additional bonus. Every 30 seconds, your next attack will overpower. And that's it. Oh, wait a minute. I'm missing one willpower? What happened here? Why would I be missing one willpower? Didn't I get it already? Oh. Well, look at that. Not even using it, and I'm OP. I overpower a lot, I'll tell you that. So now I'm gonna overpower more. So now I'm thinking of going this way and getting arrogance for damage reduction from vulnerable, and they're always vulnerable, and then just more damage reduction. Just damage reduction, damage reduction. I rushed over here to get more berserking duration with enrage. And then I wanna head up here. My goal is to head to Carnage. While berserking, critical strikes increase my attack speed, which is awesome. And hopefully I can make it to this glyph right here and activate it and put even more damage. And also, if I go this way, I will get physical damage, but it increases my max life right here. Max life, max life. So if I do need more max life, I could get this glyph right here. What else is around here? I think this one, damage reduction to close enemies. That's really good. I could grab that while I'm headed to this glyph. And then if anything, I could go all the way back here if I have extra points and just grab this glyph, which seems to be quite far because I have to go all around. But I'm definitely gonna make this 100 times better. 100 times better. So that's pretty much the build. Not even perfected yet, and it's so good. Thank you guys for watching. Please leave a like, subscribe if this was helpful. I will be doing more updates, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.